All right, NFL fans, this is the kind of news that gets you excited about the grind and the comeback story. The Jacksonville Jaguars have just activated edge rusher Dennis Gardeck from the physically unable to perform list. After tearing his ACL last season, Gardeck is officially back on the field and ready to start practicing at Jaguars camp. But what does this mean for the Jaguars defense and the team's outlook this year? Let's break it down. If you love the NFL and the drama of football injuries, comebacks, and roster moves, you're in the right place. Before we dive into all things Dennis Gardeck and what his return means for the Jaguars, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of the latest NFL updates. And hey, drop your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think Gardeck will make a big impact this season? We want to hear from you. So here's the backstory. Dennis Gardeck signed with the Jaguars as a free agent this offseason, after spending the majority of his career with the Arizona Cardinals. The 28-year-old edge rusher has been known as a consistent and versatile defender, capable of wreaking havoc on opposing offenses. Last season, Gardeck was off to a strong start before disaster struck. In 7 games for the Cardinals, he racked up 22 tackles, 3 sacks, forced a fumble, and even snagged an interception. Those are solid numbers for a player often coming off the bench or in rotational roles. But then the injury happened, an ACL tear that ended his season prematurely. For those unfamiliar, an ACL tear is one of the most challenging injuries in football, especially for a position that demands explosiveness, agility, and quick changes of direction, like an edge rusher. Recovery times vary, but it often takes 9 months to a year to get back to full strength. So, seeing Gardeck activated and starting to practice is a huge step forward in his rehabilitation journey. Gardeck's knack for making plays like forced fumbles and interceptions also speaks to his football IQ and instincts. Those highlight plays can shift momentum in games and help his team create scoring opportunities. The Jaguars have been steadily building their defense around young stars and key free agent additions. Adding Gardeck was seen as a smart move to deepen the edge rush group, which is critical in today's pass-heavy NFL. Edge rushers are among the most important pieces in any defense because they pressure quarterbacks, force hurried throws, and can disrupt an offense's rhythm. The Jaguars want to create that chaos, and Gardeck's presence adds a proven player who can do exactly that. Now, the question is, how quickly Gardeck can regain his pre-injury form. If he returns close to full strength, he could compete for meaningful snaps early in the season. If not, the Jaguars might lean on their younger players or other veterans until he's ready. With Gardeck back, the Jaguars' defensive coaches get more flexibility. They can rotate him in on passing downs, use him in various blitz packages, and possibly mix him in coverage schemes where his interception skills come into play. For Gardeck himself, camp is a big opportunity. It's his chance to prove he's healthy and show the team he deserves playing time in the regular season. With competition always fierce, this period is crucial. Keep in mind that the Jaguars have had some questions at edge rusher over the last couple of seasons. Adding depth helps protect the team from injuries and boosts overall defensive performance. If Gardeck performs well in camp and preseason, he could secure a significant role on game days. That means more pressure on opposing quarterbacks, which is exactly what the Jaguars want. There's also the human side of this story. Dennis Gardeck's journey from a tough ACL injury to practicing again this season is a testament to resilience and hard work. Many players never quite return to their pre-injury level after ACL tears, but Gardeck is giving himself every chance to beat the odds. The physical and mental challenges of rehab and recovery can be brutal, and making it back to an NFL practice field is a big deal. Fans love to see players overcome adversity. It adds a layer of inspiration and motivation for teams and supporters alike. Gardeck's comeback could become one of the feel-good stories of the Jaguars season. As training camp progresses, keep an eye on Gardeck's practice snaps and how he performs in drills and scrimmages. Coaches' comments and injury updates will also provide clues on his status. When preseason games start, his performance there will be a key indicator of how close he is to full game readiness. If Gardeck can recapture his speed, agility, and pass-rushing instincts, he could be a weapon for the Jaguars' defense this year. On the flip side, if the injury still limits him, the Jaguars will need to adjust their defensive plans accordingly. Either way, this move adds intrigue to an already competitive camp and highlights the Jaguars' commitment to building a tough, dynamic defense. All right, Jaguars fans and NFL followers, what do you think? Is Dennis Gardeck going to be a difference maker this season? Will his return boost Jacksonville's pass rush and overall defensive success? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this update and want more NFL news, rumors, and analysis, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who love football. We're here bringing you all the latest from around the league, so stay tuned for more. Dennis Gardeck's activation is just one piece of the NFL's ever-evolving story of players battling injuries, making comebacks, and fighting for their spot on the roster. It reminds us why training camp is so exciting. The hope, the grind, and the chance for players to write new chapters in their careers. So keep your eyes on the Jaguars camp as Gardeck takes the field again. It's a comeback worth watching. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I'm your name, and I'll see you on the gridiron.